Hello everyone and welcome back to BTech. Since then, the focus has been on scaling the system and bootstrapping the crowd validation network. Please kindly subscribe and on the notification bell for more information. Below, we delineate the KYC funnel that the network needs to go through to scale, and give you a window into some important recent progress as well as what's next. At the same time, pioneers can help with KYC by preparing for step 1, by downloading the PI browser, and once their KYC gets approved by applying to become a validator. There are two variables here. Firstly, the core team is randomly inviting a number of pioneers each day to KYC. Second, these pioneers decide if they want to accept the invitation at that moment and access the KYC app to submit their application. Increasing the number of invitations to enter the funnel is technically trivial. In this step, we could simply invite everyone, but before we do that, we need to make sure that the large volume of invitations will not create clogs that actually impede the speed of bootstrapping and overall system scaling. So, the following steps of the funnel are not blocked. That's why the core team is imposing restrictions on this step. Recent user experience improvements and server-side algorithms have significantly reduced the friction for pioneers to complete their KYC application, including the liveness check. More iterative improvements will be made generally on step 2 based on the continual feedback from the process. It has been largely improved to help scale application processing, thereby reducing the time it takes for one application to get fully processed while achieving the two goals of KYC, integrity, and privacy. We are happy to announce that for the past week, step 3 has stopped bottlenecking the KYC funnel and is now able to process more KYC applications than what is passing through from previous steps. Note that the system is still producing a relatively large ratio of false rejections due to our highly conservative criteria. So for these false rejections, we withhold announcing KYC results to these pioneers while we continually tune the processes and reprocess their applications to have fewer false rejections and get them safely approved. Bootstrapping validation geographically. Because of the variety of languages and ID types in the world, KYC validation is a localized process that leverages the knowledge and familiarity of local KYC validators. Therefore, the KYC system needs to be first bootstrapped in every country or region. In other words, every country or region needs enough validators to approve the KYC applications of other pioneers, which brings in more potential validators to the KYC system, thus setting off a virtuous cycle. The PI KYC system has bootstrapped the human validation workforce in 77 countries and regions, areas that represent about 80% of the global population. Since we aim to cover every single region permissible by law, we are continuously stepping up our efforts to bootstrap more places. One improvement we have made, recognizing the relative universality and likeness and selfie checks, is that the system widens the eligibility of validators for these checks to pioneers outside their country or region, while still restricting the verification of the authenticity of the applicant's identity card to the validator's country or region. As another example, call team members and chat moderators are tirelessly validating KYC applications from UN bootstrap places until enough validators from those places emerge. These choices have helped the system cover those countries or regions that are still bootstrapping, and consequently we see a constant increase in the number of bootstrapped countries or regions. What's next? In addition to improving user experience and bootstrapping validation, the network will in parallel continue to improve its validation algorithms so that more work can be automated by machines, reducing reliance on human validators. This will help scale the KYC solution to pioneers around the world, regardless of their region or background. At the same time, pioneers can take two important steps to expedite the network's progress of KYC verification and the subsequent mainnet migration. Second, remember to download the PI browser. The PI KYC app can only be found on the PI browser, the platform for the burgeoning utilities-based PI ecosystem. Once pioneers receive an in-app notification that their KYC slot is open, they will be led to the KYC app within the PI browser. You should be ready when it's your time. The network is continually improving the KYC infrastructure and clearing technical bottlenecks along the way. This has resulted in significant increases in the network's ability to process KYC applications. And with pioneers' enthusiastic participation, the good work will continue. Stay tuned for updates. Thanks for watching and please do not forget to subscribe for more updates.